Welcome back everyone. So it's nice to be back from my short holiday to Spain. And first of all, I just want to thank everyone for some wonderful messages of support over the last few days. It was nice to get away, but I've got to be honest, it didn't do a lot for me stress levels. This is probably going to be quite a long video today, so I hope you are sitting comfortably. I've made some notes here, as you can probably tell, because I need to make sure I put this point across so that everyone can hopefully understand it. And we'll get straight to the heart of the matter. Now, from the moment, I said this the other night, from the moment that I made the rather naive mistake of telling you guys that I was going on holiday for a few days, I have been the target of some absolutely vile, quite ridiculous and very wicked lies and some rather silly rumours, much of which has been perpetuated. Now, one fairly known Troublemaker YouTuber who has now been harassing me for about 2 years, yes, 2 years, he's been playing the classic mainstream media card by telling everyone that I was on the run. Yeah, on the run. Can you believe that? He went even further in one of his videos, and I'm quoting him now, I'll pop it up on screen. He said, Paul Thorpe has run from the authorities and is now trying to hide in Europe. That's literally what he told the world. On the run. Can you even believe that? So here I am, sitting at home in Brighton, talk about gaslighting his audience and taking them for a cheap ride. Now, you're going to have to excuse me for smiling here, but people who go on the run don't usually tell the world before they're going. They don't usually tell the world where they're going, how long they're going for, who they're going to be with, and when they're coming back. But never mind, because the source of this hysterical rumour is desperately trying to gain views on the back of my channel, and he's been doing that now for a very long time, only a few months back. And this is indisputable. A lot of people that used to watch my watch channel will know this. Only a few months back, this same person was telling his audience that the FBI, yes, the FBI, were coming for me. I mean, honestly, you couldn't make this stuff up. And the truth is that this individual, who I can't hate, I actually have pity for him, he will say anything to try and discredit me. And he does tell a very convincing tale. He's very, very good at doing that. And I'm not his only victim, as many others will testify. So if you see one of these videos, I'm not going to name him, I'm not going to give him the pleasure, but if you see one of these videos, I would ask you to report it to YouTube for harassment and misinformation, because that's clearly exactly what it is. There is no other story, there is no excuse. That is what it is. However, you know me, I'm always fair. That does not cover the reason why I decided to remove my political videos and much of my social media presence. And I do understand that at first sight, that was always going to raise some eyebrows. So let me explain to you exactly why I did that. Now, I told everyone from day one when I started talking about politics, and no one can dispute this because it's been out there for everyone to see, that I have always been in this to try and unite the UK, to try and bring communities together under the banner of red, white and blue, and to promote tolerance, togetherness and harmony along with good old-fashioned British values. Now, sometimes that has meant highlighting some of the very real issues and concerns of ordinary mums and dads, nens and granddads across the nation, namely illegal migration and values that do not match those of us already living here. Now, up until this Labour government came to power, we all knew the rules. It was fine to criticise and question the police. It was okay-ish to have a discussion about illegal migration. It was acceptable to voice concerns, and everyone had the freedom to demonstrate peacefully. But things have now changed. Not helped by absolute idiots, morons and criminals who have used a very sensitive situation as an excuse to go out and steal and rob and riot. They, quite rightly, are being dealt with by the law, and I totally support that. And I've said this time and time again, there is no excuse for any bad behaviour on our streets from either side. But things have changed, and they have changed to a frightening level that I have never ever seen or thought that I would ever see in the United Kingdom. As I speak to you right now, nothing is very clear for any of us. Right now, we don't know what we can talk about, how we can talk about it, or even if we can talk about it. I personally know for a fact that I have never ever broken any laws in any of my videos, all of which have always called for calm, respect, peace, tolerance and harmony, whilst highlighting the previously mentioned problems in our society. And it's been said, probably fairly accurately, that many of last week's problems seen up and down the country were instigated by a fake claim online about the identity of the person allegedly responsible for the death of those beautiful young girls. My viewers can testify that I told everyone right from the very beginning not to speculate and to wait and see. I told everyone to stay calm and to stay off the streets and not to get involved. And I received from flack for that, accusing me of going soft. No, I was proven to be absolutely right. Now, when I came into this, friends around me, people like Richard, told me that it will consume every minute of my life and that my family would probably be badly affected. And he was right. My social media accounts were getting to the point where they needed professional full-time management, and I can't do that. My phone and its messages were exploding to the point where I couldn't even think, let alone take an hour to see my grandkids or to have dinner with my wife. Just imagine that for a moment. Add to this the lies being told by a vindictive individual and the fact that just before I went on holiday, a member of my family had been assaulted and spat upon in the street. I just wanted to take a few days out with my wife. I chose to turn off my social media tap so that I could try and reset my mind a little bit and have a break. Some crime, eh? Now, I love social media, that's obvious, I would guess. I love the interaction that I have with so many great people. More than anything, I love trying to help people, and I love fighting for good causes, whatever they are. But I cannot allow this to ruin my life, and far more importantly, I cannot allow it to ruin the life of my family. And again, contrary to the lies being told, none of my videos have been deleted, none of them, not one. They are simply currently set to private, and if anyone should want or need to see them, they are all there to be seen. I have absolutely nothing to hide, but don't let that stop people from trying to ruin what we've built and my personal life. I guess, if I'm honest, I wasn't prepared for the rapid growth of this channel. I never thought that the views of an ordinary dad and granddad would become so popular. Maybe that tells everyone the position that we find ourselves in. And I certainly wasn't prepared to be labelled as being far right, because I have absolutely nothing in common with any extremity from either side. You see, like all right-minded people, I detest fascism and I detest extreme and violent views and elements from any ideology. For me, they are all as bad as each other, and I've always said that. But we now go back to this very worrying Labour government who now appear, along with the police, to be on some kind of crazed and hysterical trip to police even the smallest criticism or concerned voice. And let's call it for what it is. Right now, none of us know what was legal yesterday that's suddenly going to become illegal today or tomorrow. They are making this up and the rules as they go along. And my advice to every YouTuber from whatever side, will be to tread very carefully until the new guidelines and new rules or new laws are clear for everyone. Again, I'm trying to stop anyone from falling foul of or breaking the law. At this moment, none of us YouTubers are clear in what we can and cannot talk about. None of us want to break any laws, and I certainly would never do that. But we do need to know what those laws are. I mean, has regular criticism and questioning now become hate speech? Let's be honest, and it doesn't matter which side you're on, like I just said. At the moment, we don't know. So for me, the whole thing, the entire thing, came to a head last week, and I was simply trying to prepare myself for a short 4-day holiday with my wife. So I had social media platforms running away with my life, phone messages and emails coming in at the rate about 100 a minute, I kid you not, imagine that. I've got a family member being assaulted and spat upon in the street, and to top things off, I've got some idiot out there trying to tell the world that I'm Ronnie Biggs. I mean, testing the patience of a saint is an understatement. So where do I and this channel go from here? Well, look, I have you guys and my audience, and you mean a lot to me. This channel means a lot to me, and I know that it means a lot to you. For many, it's become a source of relief. It helps calms things down, and it gives you somewhere where you can feel that you are not alone. And for those reasons, I cannot and will not leave you behind or give up this channel. But I do need to reset slightly, and I do need to know the limits of what we can and what we cannot discuss or criticise in Britain under Labour. I think that's fair, and I think that's sensible. And if you're not happy with that, then don't blame me. So my regular videos and live streams will start to appear again very soon. I'm not leaving, I'm not going anywhere, and I certainly haven't run away. But I am only human. I do have a family, and I think in the current climate, it's just wise to let things calm down a little so that we all know exactly where and how we can proceed properly, safely, and sensibly. Guys, honestly, I love you all. Thanks so much for watching as usual. I'll see you soon.